Well, as the president announces a new task force on gun violence in the wake of the Connecticut shooting, growing calls to arm school employees. My next guest now proposing a bill that may require certain individuals to carry a concealed weapon to Republican Virginia State Delegate Robert Marshall on whether he thinks this bill could even pass. Delegate, good to have you. Who would those individuals be?
Well, Neil, first of all, this is a very modest proposal where I'm asking each public school division in the Commonwealth of Virginia to identify either teachers or school personnel, many of whom have had military training, to be certified by the Department of Criminal Justice Services, which trains all our state police and local police and sheriffs for competence and safe handling of a gun. This is so modest. Let me give you an example. This is the Utah Department of Public Safety. The third question down, FAQ, answers the question, who can carry or where can you carry in Utah? Any person who has a concealed carry permit in Utah can go on a public school grounds fully armed and loaded. I'm not even doing that. I'm saying you have to be designated by the school division to do this. And if you don't want to do this, you don't have to do it. But we're making a mandate, just like we did, requiring them to have somebody on campus to be able to administer one of these EpiPens in case you have a problem breathing. It's just very simple. I think this is a practical answer to people who don't respect laws.
All right. So it wouldn't necessarily be the principal who would be armed. It would be someone designated either by that school or that superintendent who could safely carry a weapon and not go crazy, right?
Right. You have to pass the threshold test. If you don't pass it, you're not going to be doing this.
And what's the threshold test?
The standard that we apply to the state police. The Department of Criminal Justice Services administers training for the safe, proper use and accurate use of firearms. They do this to everybody in Virginia. I'm just asking the same agency of the Commonwealth to take the people designated by the schools and train them the same way they train the sheriffs, the deputy sheriffs, or the state police.
Do you ever fear, though, that every good intention has a bad potential turn, that the person you're designating could, him or herself, be a threat in that school?
Well, you'd have to go through a background threat. I mean, look, Neil, human beings screwed up the Garden of Eden, so nothing is perfect. But we've got a situation here where you've got more threats because we pulled God out of schools, we pulled morals out of schools. Nobody has an absolute standard of right and wrong that you and I learned when we were in school. You have to then have a backup position here. The problem that we're facing is criminals know where they can go safely and not be threatened. That murderer out in Aurora, Colorado, there were about 7 movie theaters in his city. Only one movie theater had a sign posting, or more than one sign, posting nobody with concealed carry weapons. Guess which movie theater he went to? Only the one with the sign. It was safe for him to kill there until the cops came.
Interesting. Sir, thank you very, very much.
Neil, I mean, look, why do you call 911? Because you want somebody with guns to come and defend you. That's what I want to do here. But I want it preemptive, not reactive.
All right. We shall see.